I did a lot of use case with ChatGPT, SAP, Salesforce, and so on. In the last time, I did some use case with creating an agent, a new UiPath agent that generate tests for SAP, data tests for SAP. So today I want to do the same stuff for Salesforce. So the idea is like this. I have an agent. Let me open also the Salesforce instance. When you have a new Salesforce instance, to be able to test different stuff of Salesforce, you need to create accounts. Then you need to create contacts that are connected to the accounts. You need to create opportunities on the accounts and so on. Yeah, to be able to see how you'll be able to interact with your Salesforce system and so on. Yeah. So to help testing people to build something like this, I create an agent. And this agent will create for me the data inside of the Salesforce system. Let me show you how it's working and what I put in this agent. So to be able to start this agent, I will say, I want to create 3 accounts in Salesforce, yeah? And I want to have an contact between 1 and 3, yeah? I want to have, or I can say 0, 3, yeah? Because I don't need to have a contact for an account or something like this. And you need to create me opportunities between 1 and 4, like this, yeah? So hit run to the engine, to the agent, and this will start the agent and create all this stuff for me. So let's understand what I have inside of the agent. Inside of the agent, I have like this. I have tools. So I have 3 tools that allow me to add account, add opportunity, and add contact. Each tool inside it has an UiPath process. That's an HTTP request to the Salesforce system. I will show you later this stuff. So each tool has a JSON string. JSON string argument, and on this JSON string argument, we provide a JSON that this will convert it to VB to be able for UiPath to be easy to use. Yeah. So this is for account, this is for opportunity, and this is for contact. The account tool, it's able to return an ID. So the account tool will return an ID of the account that he created, and the system will use this ID to create the opportunity and the contact. You can see that he already executed the first step. He created an account, he created a contact, and he put 2 opportunities on the contact. Remember that here we have alpha, beta, B, and so on. Let's refresh to see if he had a new one. He will create a new company A, B, and C. This stuff, yeah. So this will be created by him now. Good. Let's continue with the agent and explain what is in the agent. So in the agent, on the system prompt, on the user prompt, you see you need to create a new number of accounts, and I will take the number from here. Yeah, to put the variable, I will put like this dollar, and then I will put parentheses. Then I have to put the account in Salesforce with the number of contacts between interval, and I take this interval. Also with the number of opportunities between, and I take this interval. Yeah, so be careful because this is key sensitive. So if you write here off with lowercase o will not work, will give you an error if it's uppercase also. This is key sensitive, be careful on. So this is the main prompt, but on the system prompt I explain what I do today. So based on the user prompt, you will get this data. So you have to understand that you have 3 tools: add account, add contact, add opportunity. I provide him an example. You need to create 2 accounts, and so he create all the stuff. We'll go and see the result of creation. You need to create 2 accounts with 3 contacts and 2 opportunities. So for create call that one, call contacts, call opportunities. Yeah, and sample of execution, iteration 1, get. So I provide him all the steps that he create here, yeah, to be very clear for the agent what are the steps that he has to do, yeah. Iteration 2 and so on. And then I say repeat the structure to the double number of contacts. Then I say these are the example of JSON stuff. So I provide him example on how to build this JSON. So this is the JSONs for the contact. It's like this. This is the JSON for the so this was for account. This is for contact. This is for opportunity. Yeah. And based on this JSON, I say that he need to vary the JSON, and he need to do for each contact, for each opportunity, to create realistic stuff. Yeah, and avoid stuff to be with the same number of opportunities account and so on. Because I see here between, and you see that on the first account he create a contact and two opportunities. On the second account we have two contacts and three opportunities. On the last account we have one account and three opportunities without contacts, because here I put zero. So let's see what are the results. So the result I hit here, let's go and hit refresh. I'll hit the refresh from here. And we have the companies, yeah? So it's a company with Ali Smith, a contact, and two opportunities. Both opportunities they put on prospects. So opportunity one and opportunity two, with two different amounts and different close date. Let's go. Company B. On company B, we have two accounts, Bob and Carol. And here with other opportunities. And company C, we don't have an account. So we have company C with companyc.com. And we have another three opportunities with different value and different dates. In the past, when I create this one with alpha and beta and so on, you can see that it was able. I have to explain him this to be mandatory, that he has to try different stages, because here you see that he put this is a negotiation stage, this is in qualification stage, this is in prospecting. Yeah. So it's able to change also the stages of the opportunity. So in this way, with this agent, you are able to create new data inside of your Salesforce, and from what commands you put inside of what commands you put inside of the main prompt, the system prompt, he's able to vary the complexity of the data for each account that he create, each account, each opportunity, each contact, and so on. This will be very easy to work to test new systems. Inside of the process is very simple. So basically, he's making a HTTP request. The JSON, and he send this JSON, and he return, in case of account, he's able to return the ID. Yeah, so we have here input arguments, which is the JSON, and output arguments, it's the ID. Yeah, and the ID will be used on the next JSON, on the opportunity JSON, and on the contact JSON. So that's the idea how you are able to create data for your Salesforce instance. As usual, if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, comment to my videos, and tell me what else you want to see on my videos. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. Have a good one. Bye bye.